with us. First, I would like to introduce Rabbi Avi Schwartz. Now, a little bit about Rabbi Avi Schwartz. Yeah, he has an amazing Zionist background. He's the son of the 1948 legendary commander Mordechai Schwartz, a rabbi. He's also a filmmaker and the creator of the acclaimed fight BDS app, a co-founder and director of Shomrei Ha'am, the Guardians of the Nation. He and his illustrious father, with fellow 1948 veteran Michael Shamach, have been building bridges between all Jewry in the past 4 years, reaching out to all ages with their inspirational lectures about Jewish unity and leadership. When Rabbi Schwartz, or as I call him, Avi, approached me about his idea to make an anti-Semitism march and rally, silence, never again. I knew I found a kindred spirit and a team player dedicated to the same goals and aspirations as mine: Jewish unity, pride, and survival. I want to present the inspiration for this march and rally and my very close friend, Avi Rabbi Schwartz. Please come up and thank you. Thank you for this very, very important idea. Toda Rabba.
Today is a great day, a historical day. Today the Jewish people and our non-Jewish supporters here and around the world via live stream stand shoulder to shoulder. Of all the 12 tribes that comprise our people, Reuven, Shimon, Levi, and so forth, is after Yehuda. We are collectively known as Yehudim. Why? Because the meaning of Yehuda is to give thanks, to acknowledge. That being the case, let us first begin our rally, Silence, Never Again, by giving thanks to the Creator of heaven and earth who brought us to this day. I personally must acknowledge my mother of blessed memory, Henya Bat Tzvi Hesh, who instilled in me a passion to honor and respect the civil rights of all people, and my father and role model who inspires me to advocate for the Jewish people. In that vein of recognition, I wish to acknowledge all those who have worked hard and day and night, to partner with me in carrying out my dream of marching and protesting against the new wave of anti-Semitism and the media's culpability. Jeremy Derry, thank you. Maya Friedman, thank you. Sabrina Arel, thank you. Mindy Beth, thank you. Steve Lindy of the Jerusalem Post, thank you. Shalom TV, a network that provides a great service to the Jewish community, thank you. Ran Eliran, thank you. Michael Cohen, thank you. Sonny Boy, thank you. Our fabulous speakers, Officer Jared Norum, and New York's finest, NYPD. But most importantly, I want to thank all of you, my Jewish and non-Jewish brothers and sisters who march with us today and rallying with us now. As with any gathering of any people, of our people, we always commence with the bedrock of our nation, the Torah. And so let us refer to this week's Torah portion, Nitzavim. When Jeremy, Stephen Tevitt, and I were discussing which day the march and rally should take place, we chose this day for logistic reasons. But as you will see, divine providence chose it for higher reasons. Now these are the words of Moses, our greatest leader, sage, and prophet, spoke on the other side of the Jordan nearly 3,286 years ago. You are standing today, all of you, before Hashem, your God, the heads of your tribes, your leaders, and your officers, all the men of Israel, your small children, your women, and your convert, who is in the midst of your camp, for you to pass into this covenant of Hashem, your God, and into his imprecation with Hashem, your God, sees with you today. Not with you alone do I seal this covenant, this imprecation, but with you who is ever here, standing with us today, and with whoever is not here, standing with us today. And so who is Moses referring to when he said, whoever is not here with us today? He was referring to the souls that passed and to the souls that will be born. Today at this historical gathering, you can feel our mothers and fathers, our grandmothers and grandfathers, and all who came before us, extending all the way back to the three patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and to the four matriarchs, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. As we are here, so they are here, standing with us, guiding us, inspiring us, encouraging us. The great American writer Mark Twain once wrote about our people the following: if the numbers are right, the Jews constitute but 1% of the human race. His contributions to the world's list of great names in literature, science, art, music, finance, medicine, and learning are always out of proportion to the weakness of his numbers. He has made a marvelous fight in the world in all the ages, and done so with his hands tied behind him. He could be vain of himself and be excused for it. Other peoples have sprung up and held their torch high for a time, but it burned out. And they sit in twilight now, or have vanished. All things are mortal, but the Jew. All other forces pass, but he remains. What is the secret of his immortality? This is the question Mark Twain asked. So what is our secret? The divine pledge to our patriarchs and the superhuman commitment of our families to the ideals and creed of Judaism and Jewishness. For each of our ancestors said, on my watch, my nation will not fail. In each one of us runs a bloodline that stretches over 4,000 years. That is mind-boggling. 4,000 years. For 4,000 years, our families have committed themselves to being Jewish, remaining Jewish, and living Jewish. No matter the persecution, no matter the trials and tribulations, no matter the pogroms, no matter the Holocaust, the worst being 7 years ago, our families, with God's loving support, with all the human suffering, and that is why we're here today. Let us all look heavenward and give our devoted past family members a round of applause and tell them thank you for never giving up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And today we stand with heads held high and join our illustrious family line and say, not on my watch will my nation fall. Not on my watch. Everyone together. Not on my watch will our nation fall. Again, not on my watch will our nation fall. Again, not on my watch will our nation fall. Many of us, from the time we were children, have been bullied by anti-Semitism, but never were we threatened by it. The terrible lies of anti-Semitism ripped apart the self-esteem and the self-worth of many of our brethren. The constant badgering of haters calling us liars, thieves, and cheats made us question our rights as human beings. Which nation has to constantly prove its credentials? How horribly sad that after 4,000 years, we still are treated as a new entity that just arrived on the scene. And no matter how often we prove our loyalty, trustworthiness, and concern for other nations of the earth, we are still suspect. But now in the last 70 days since the Gaza war, our children have experienced a new wave of threat and hatred we naively thought dead. And that is the chance of death to the Jews. Again, all Jews are blamed. How did this insurgence come about? Through the media. The media's incessant lies, anti-Semitic agendas, and corruption, along with the BDS, the boycott, the vest sanction movement, has kindled the flames of hatred, placing the lives of our family, friends, loved ones, and ourselves at risk. Irresponsible journalism has made all of world Jewry combatants in the Gaza conflict. But more so, the media fed via distortion and manipulation the anti-Semitic thirst for hate, violence, beatings, and crime. But today, New York City, the city of the minorities, with global communities all of good, fine, and upstanding human beings, are saying enough is enough. Ever since anti-Semitism began in the time of Pharaoh, the anti-Semites have tried to define us. But no more. Today we take back our dignity. Today we take back our dignity. Today we define who we are. Today we will tell the world our values. We will make known our aspirations. So let me tell you something about the Jewish people. We believe in one God, all-powerful, all-loving, all-forgiving, one and unique. We believe that all human beings are made in the divine image and must be treated with dignity and respect. We believe that life is beautiful and must be sanctified. We believe in love of thy neighbor as thyself. We do not believe in eye for an eye and tooth for tooth. Again, I'll repeat again, we do not believe in eye for an eye and tooth for tooth. The term eye for an eye means the damager should be spiritually contrite, but in no way is there any mutilation done. We believe that every being and every nation has a purpose. We believe contributing to the world. We believe in praying on behalf of the nations. We believe in peace. There's no longer 1938. We have learned from the past. Silence, never again. Silence, never again. Silence, never again. Today commences a new day, but one rally will not end the haters. Will take many rallies. Next week, we must rally against the Metropolitan Opera's staging the anti-Semitic opera Klinghoffer. As we approach the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah, we must take stock of ourselves and commit to becoming a united nation, performing more acts of kindness and brotherhood. Let us show Hashem, God, that we are worthy of His divine protection by behaving as brothers and sisters, so there are those who not yet here. The future generations will have a hate-free world to live when it's their time to walk the beautiful earth. This is our dream for all human beings, Jewish and non-Jewish. Now it is my honor to call up my good friend, Mr. Stephen Tippett. Jeremy, introduce our honorable brother.